Hi, I'm Jane King, and this is New to the Street in person back here at the NASDAQ market site in New York City. This show is all about public, private, and blockchain companies, how the CEOs, the founders, and the innovators bringing you lots of opportunities to consider. Here we go. High Performance Battery. HPB is a German company whose battery technology is redefining the limits of conventional batteries and is not only safer, but longer lasting and greener. With me is Dr. Sebastian Heinz, CEO of HPB. Great to have you here in New York
Thank you for being here.
So describe HPB. I gave kind of a brief description, but tell me what the company is all about.
Yeah, thank you very much for being here, for having me here. HPB is a battery development company. So we're a technology developer and we're licensing our technology out to our customers. And it's all about a brand new battery technology.
Now, you do not make the batteries, right? So explain your role in the battery ecosystem.
Yeah, so if you come to batteries, it's all about science, it's all about production. And we do the part of the science bit with the bridging to serial production. So we have the specific know-how for our technology, and we license this know-how and the components we have out to our licensees who are doing then the business and the production.
Why are batteries central to the global energy transition that we're going through right now?
I like that question quite a lot because it is like this. If you produce wind energy and solar energy, you can't store energy in the grid. So you need to consume the energy right away. And if you don't have the consumers with you, you should use buffers. And batteries play an important role for buffers, being buffer technologies. And so you can store the energy which is produced and use it when the demand is there.
How is that going? Did you have investors? Do you plan to do an IPO someday? Where does all that stand?
Yeah, this is a very good question in terms of how to make innovation happen in the market, because you need to have quite a long duration of your story to overcome to really get into the markets. And we've chosen a unique way to us. We have, of course, we stick with private investors, but we haven't done any dilution so far. So we're not this classic venture capital driven ABCD round thing. We have set up a company in Switzerland, which is an AG, and we're selling shares to our private investors. We have more than 300 investors supporting us and helping us to bring that innovation into the market, and no dilution at all. And fun fact, being here in this place, we as High Performance Battery won't do an IPO, because that's the task of our licensees. They do the asset heavy bit, and it's their story to go to the stock exchange and do the IPO, but not us. It's us. We call it the HPB club. If whoever joins in right in time will benefit from dividends, and that's it.
Yeah, but you are looking to expand in the U.S.
Yes.
What are those plans?
For sure. So U.S. is one of the most spectacular countries for developing and deploying this technology. So of course we came over to offer this technology to some of potential licensees and to invite people basically to become member of the HPB club. So to tell the story jointly and see what happens.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Fascinating to hear about your research and the breakthroughs that you've had.
Thank you so
Sebastian.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Is your garden struggling to stay hydrated? Meet Waterless Garden, the organic solution that saves water and boosts your garden's health. Packed with humus materials and trillions of beneficial microbes, Waterless Garden improves soil structure and increases water retention. Use less water, get better results, and watch your garden thrive. Waterless Garden. Less water, more life.
There are over 83 million dogs and 50 million cats in the U.S. Up to 80% of senior cats and dogs can suffer from osteoarthritis. Spring is helping treat them and is now available in all 50 states and over 800 veterinarian clinics. Learn more at newtothestreet.com. Pet Vivo, a publicly traded company, ticker symbol PETV.
This is New to the Street and FinTech TV's Exploring the Block. Joining me today for a one-on-one conversation is Michael Finfrock. He is the Chief Product Officer at Interlink Labs, and it's great to welcome him to the floor. Good to have you here.
Good to be here. Thank you.
Tell us all about Interlink Labs, the work that you and your colleagues do, and how you're positioned in your space for any of our viewers who might be a bit unfamiliar.
So it's an EKYC company. We're positioned to try and capture the KYC market internationally. We want to become a global passport using your face to access all things banking, education, crypto, healthcare, just being able to access just with your face anything you need.
And what are the core technologies that you think set you apart from a lot of your competitors in the space?
So there's a few technologies involved. Like Apple ID, that is a similar technology, but we have a face flashing technology which is able to detect screens and masks. When the blue light flashes, it reacts differently to skin and pores and things on your face, so it's able to detect whether it's a real person or not. There's also the video aspect, which is looking for micro movements and things like that. So, and then finally, they do have a technology as a multi-person, so you can have two people in the screen. Mm-hmm. So for instance, if you had like a joint account and wanted to both people be present in order to access that account, it can also do that.
Michael, how do you ensure data privacy and security in an eKYC system?
So the data goes through the ZK, which is zero knowledge. That keeps the person's private information private. And then there's also the decentralized storage and recovery. So the decentralized storage, it allows you to have the storage over a network. Mm-hmm. And if, say, some of the nodes or servers were to go down, you would still have access. There's also the immutable data, which is keeps from like the cryptography of it, so no one can steal information. And then there is the distributed ledger, and that's over 2,000 servers located in Vietnam and Singapore, and that allows for if it's like there was a local outage, mm-hmm. you would still be up and running.
Absolutely. So to the point about Vietnam, talk to me more about what it means to be able to expand your work into the United States a bit more.
So in Vietnam, there's over 200 employees, and the majority of those are engineers, software engineers, fluent in Web3 and AI. There's also a new portion that we're starting now, which is going to be Interlink Force, and that's going to be very helpful in Interlink USA because it's going to be an outsource program. Their cost of outsourcing there is about 1/3 of the cost of engineers here in the United States. So we foresee that being very profitable and an immediate revenue stream for the company.
And finally, how can people find out more about Interlink?
They can go to interlink.labs with an S, AI.
All right, that's Michael Finfrock. He's the Chief Product Officer over at Interlink Labs. Michael, thanks a lot for taking the time. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Is your garden struggling to stay hydrated? Meet Waterless Garden, the organic solution that saves water and boosts your garden's health. Packed with humus materials and trillions of beneficial microbes, Waterless Garden improves soil structure and increases water retention. Use less water, get better results, and watch your garden thrive. Waterless Garden. Less water, more life.
There are over 83 million dogs and 50 million cats in the U.S. Up to 80% of senior cats and dogs can suffer from osteoarthritis. Spring is helping treat them and is now available in all 50 states and over 800 veterinarian clinics. Learn more at newtothestreet.com. Pet Vivo, a publicly traded company, ticker symbol PETV. Welcome to Game Changers. I'm Anna Berry. Today, I'm joined by Dr. Nav Dhaliwal, CEO of Iagon, a decentralized cloud platform using blockchain to revolutionize secure, efficient data storage and processing, ensuring privacy and transparency for all. Welcome back to the show, Doctor. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks, Anna. Happy New Year. Glad to be here again.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you. So with the start of this new year, talk about some of the recent advancements Iagon has made with your services, specifically these 3 grants that you've received. How does that impact your users?
Oh, it's going to have a great impact for our users for sure. I mean, that gives us funding runway for a while now, and it's around 4 million USD in terms of grants. It could value up to more depending on the price of ADA. But we're great, and we appreciate the community's support through these grants. Basically, what the grants are the three grants are supporting enterprise solutions. The first being Worth Group, which is a Fortune 500 based out of Europe. It's a German-based company. So basically, we'll be helping monetize 3D parts with them. By securing storage and also providing royalty payouts for them as well. This will bring in a big industry, a new industry will open up for them as well, and it'll bring up a lot of revenue for Iagon and Iagon's node operators. Also, the other grant was with the Fortune 500. We aren't able to, let's say, reveal the pilot right now in terms of who they are, but it should be revealed shortly this month, and hopefully that will have a big impact on our progress and our community and our token holders as well. And we've talked briefly about this pilot and what this entails. The pilot is the Fortune 500 running 3 storage nodes. Basically running on their business infrastructure or also through their business partners as well. And eventually, if this is successful, it could turn into a much bigger use case with them, maybe even also for computing power, maybe also for the laptops that they produce, being a white label solution on their laptops. So it's a great progress. And the third final grant was basically surrounding these 2 first ones I talked about. It's just a security audit grant, which allows us to fund. It funds basically our security and architectural audit, which gives us more promise and more trust towards the enterprise customers that are coming on board and future enterprise customers are coming on board. And we're working with some leading enterprises there as well, SecureWorks, and also we're working with Twig as well. So they're well-known companies and well reputable in the space for these audits.
Fantastic. What a way to start the new year with 3 very important grants like that. So I know you have a broad spectrum of users, but talk about some of the non-tech savvy people. How does Iagon approach the non-tech savvy users who want this solution for themselves? How can they participate?
That's a great question. I think that we have realized that it's a big gap between users that want to participate in the community and don't have the technical knowledge to do so. So we talked about the Cyclone in our last segment in terms of the Cyclone device being a plug and play device, being able to easily offer storage to the network. The other one we're coming up with is delegated staking, which is coming out this month. So delegated staking is basically allowing users that hold tokens to delegate their tokens to other node operators. So you don't need to actually run a node. You can just delegate your tokens and let the tokens do the work for you, thereby participating in the shared storage economy through this method. And it's just an easy, simple way to do that. That's coming out this month. That's going to be exciting to see for people that want to participate.
Well, thank you for including us all.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, this is a great way to kick off the new year. Thank you for this update, and we look forward to continuing on following your journey with Iagon.
Thanks, Anna. Have a great evening.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching.
Is your garden struggling to stay hydrated? Meet Waterless Garden, the organic solution that saves water and boosts your garden's health. Packed with humus materials and trillions of beneficial microbes, Waterless garden improves soil structure and increases water retention. Use less water, get better results, and watch your garden thrive. Waterless garden, less water, more life.
There are over 83 million dogs and 50 million cats in the U.S. Up to 80% of senior cats and dogs can suffer from osteoarthritis. Spring is helping treat them and is now available in all 50 states and over 800 veterinarian clinics. Learn more at newtothestreet.com. Pet Vivo, a publicly traded company, ticker symbol PETV.
We're here with Paul Lawrence, spokesperson for Commercialville.tv, a brand new patented zip code targeted video-based search engine that's going to change the way local businesses advertise with video online. Thanks for being here. It's good to have you.
No, I appreciate it.
How did Commercialville.tv actually come about? What's the genesis?
The genesis of Commercialville.tv was to create something that solves the problem of the underserved local advertising community and delivering the search returns in the form of video assets that all these local advertisers were using on traditional media, local cable television, spot television, broadcast television, right, national, to take those video assets and push them out in the most geographically desirable areas possible so that the searchers, when they go to Commercialville.tv, can be entertained and enlightened about the goods or services that those advertisers are looking to promote.
What were the gaps that were there before this all got off the ground? What are the sorts of problems that Commercialville.tv actually solve for both consumers as well as for the advertising side of things?
They find exactly what they want, exactly where they want it in the form of that 15 or 30 or 60-second ad unit. They can interact with the advertiser right through what we call the instant advertising playbox, which is exactly an instant way for the searcher to communicate. They can communicate via email, text, or phone right with that advertiser right there on the screen. So they don't have to click away with a traditional search engine to find something else. From an advertiser's standpoint, you get to deliver and entertain that message and match what the searcher is looking for with a combination of keywords and zip codes that are going to match what that searcher is looking for. So the advertiser finds the exact consumer that wants their good or service instantaneously.
Talk to me about the experiences, the background of the staff for Commercialville TV. What do they most bring to the table, you think?
So the staff of Commercialville.tv collectively have over 75 years of ad experience. A lot of it is local, a lot of it is traditional, but it's in the form of print, broadcast, radio, and now outdoors. So they took what they learned over that period of time and put it together in this one self-contained invention that's going to serve the masses and be able to scale locally around the country.
There's no doubt a lot of people are very familiar with other types of popular search engines, YouTube, Google, whatever it is. How does Commercialville.tv differ from those names?
So unlike Google, which obviously owns YouTube, YouTube was created to house the videos that were on Google's page because they needed a place to house them. They didn't know what to do with them. So when you go to YouTube and you search for something with a combination of keywords and zip codes, you might get something in your area, maybe 2 returns. Google is famous for, giving you returns near me. Near me is relative. Right? When you search for something on Commercialville.tv, it's in the zip code that you want, in the area that you want, and it's exactly what you want where you want it. With YouTube, they're not programmed for that. It's an aggregate so they can house all those videos, but most of the time it's not geographically desirable for the searcher.
And what are the types of search results that someone might expect to find with Commercialville as opposed to some of the alternatives?
So the search results that they'll find with Commercialville are all hyper local based, whether it's across the street or across town. So it's everything and anything under the sun that the advertiser wants to put into Commercialville. But again, it's in the most geographically targeted area possible. The tagline is what you want, where you want it. You don't want to have to go on a travel expedition to find something and spend money on gas because that cuts into what you have to, pay for the product.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I think that's true for a lot of people. Talk to me about the process that an advertiser has to go through in order to post the video spot. What does it look like if I'm the advertiser and I'm interested in learning more?
Sure. So you go to commercial.tv, you create what we call an ad count instead of an account. It's an ad count. You follow the simple steps by entering the name of the business as a brick and mortar. You're required to put your address of the store, zip code, city, state. And you get to pick from a 15, 30, or 60-second ad unit, browse it right off your computer, and upload it. You wait for it to render on our servers. You get an email back within probably a minute, minute and a half. You go right to the checkout page. You choose your flight date, which is how long you want to run for. Upload your credit card information and hit publish. And you're live. It's as simple as that. You're more likely to have 100% more engagement by using a video asset than any other type of asset. The amount of time that people spend watching videos online every month is increasing by an average of 6 to 8 hours per year. So it is a video world that we live in. And you got to remember, the first thing people look at when they click on a stagnant link that's returned to them in the current SEO space is, I wonder what this looks like. Do they have a video? We cut out that process because we give them the video instantaneously.
What do you see as being the future for commercialville.tv?
Good question. Well, we want to rule the world from a local advertising standpoint. I believe we're going to solve the problem of the local advertiser, deliver what they want, and make them happy in reaching the consumers that are going to spend money because they put their best foot forward in the form of that 30 or 15-second ad unit.
How can advertisers learn more?
Very simple. Just log on from your smartphone, desktop, tablet, any type of computer. Go to www.commercialville.tv, and the site's there. It's live. Even if you go to commercialville.com, which we own also, it'll flip to .tv in case you make that mistake.
That's Paul Lawrence. He's the spokesperson for commercialville.tv, brand new, patented, zip code targeted video-based search engine, going to change the way local businesses advertise with video online. Thanks for being here. Congratulations.
Pleasure. I appreciate that. Thanks a lot.
Absolutely.
There's a new game in town for getting exactly what you want, exactly where you want it. It's called commercialville.tv. It's the internet's only zip code targeted video search engine which connects you locally to whatever you're looking for. Surprised that birthday parties for 1-year-olds are actually a thing? Type your keyword and zip code into the search bar. Now you're hooked into all the binkies, rattles, and onesies you'll need to pull off the event like a savvy mom. You got this. Commercialville.tv. We're globally local.
Is your garden struggling to stay hydrated? Meet Waterless Garden, the organic solution that saves water and boosts your garden's health. Packed with humus materials and trillions of beneficial microbes, Waterless Garden improves soil structure and increases water retention. Use less water, get better results, and watch your garden thrive. Waterless Garden. Less water, more life.
There are over 83 million dogs and 50 million cats in the U.S. Up to 80% of senior cats and dogs can suffer from osteoarthritis. Spring is helping treat them and is now available in all 50 states and over 800 veterinarian clinics. Learn more at newtothestreet.com. Pet Vivo, a publicly traded company, ticker symbol PETV.
Exciting news from SGTM. A new shipment of Waterless Garden has just arrived.
So if you take a look at the hundreds of millions of tons of food waste that's being wasted every year in America, this is just a food off the table that's being thrown away. Hazardous trees, a hurricane blows through, a tornado, a windstorm, it's going into a landfill, it's releasing greenhouse gases. Companies all around the world are composting. They think they're doing the right thing, but what they're really doing is they're hurting the environment. Those gases are being released. So SGTM, its purpose and its mission is to combat these fertilizers and pesticides and all these nasty things that are causing cancer. They're causing a very unhealthy planet. Our mission really is to take these wastes that are all over the world and to transform them into valuable nutrient. So right here in just one location, out of thousands of locations throughout the US, just one, 100 acres, Asatula. In our facility, we have 2 million cubic yards. If you take a look at a cubic yard is 27 1 cubic foot bags, or it's 400 2-quart bags. So at the end of the day, we have enough product, which is much larger than the Empire State Building, $300 million in retail value humus for our waterless garden already manufactured, ready to go into a bag. That only represents 10% of our overall feedstock that we have. Now, partnering with companies all throughout the US, transforming their waste into nutrient, we'll be able to get this product in every single household in the nation, and this product will be a global brand that will be across the planet. Just in America alone, 40 million acres are turf. So this is good for your lawn, your turf. Let me just tell you something. People are proud. People love to grow. And when they see this, they're going to be growing, and we're going to have people all around the world posting, and it's going to go viral. And you're going to order this stuff, and it's going to show up at your doorstep, and you're going to be able to enjoy gardening at home, gardening in your backyard. Put on your seatbelt, hold on, because we're going to go for a ride.
Is your garden struggling to stay hydrated? Meet Waterless Garden, the organic solution that saves water and boosts your garden's health. Packed with humus materials and trillions of beneficial microbes, Waterless Garden improves soil structure and increases water retention. Use less water, get better results, and watch your garden thrive. Waterless Garden. Less water, more life.
The only way that we believe that we're going to make a transformational change across this globe is we need help. This can't be done alone. SGTM is definitely an incredible company with an incredible vision, but that vision is to partner and to have partnerships. You know, shareholders that come in that believe into sustainability, doing the right thing. So you can be a part of this, whether you're investing into the company or whether you're joining our team, partnering, utilizing our technology. We want to make it available for anybody that has a waste issue that wants to make a difference with our planet.